Now this Ed session will provide you with several tried and true formulas for choosing successful speech topics, whether your next scheduled speaking assignment is at Harvard University or before a local civic group. It's part of Toastmasters International's The Better Speaker Series, which is a set of programs offering additional information on basic speaking skills. Today's presentation will be given by Jennifer Nelson.
How many times have you tried to come up with a speech topic only to feel as unfocused as this character from Lewis Carroll's classic novel? "The time has come," the walrus said, "to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings." Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our welcome guests. It may have been weeks or perhaps even months since you've given your last speech, and the time has now come for you to speak of something. Anything, really. The question is, what? It's happened to most of us at least once. We know we need to give a speech, but we just can't decide upon the topic. And that's what I'm going to speak to you about tonight, is how to choose a topic for the most effective speech that suits the occasion. Often as the date draws nearer to when we're due to give the speech, we may start flailing around in all different areas trying to decide what we're going to talk about, and just like the walrus in Alice's Through the Looking Glass, we end up speaking little more than just gibberish. That's the potential that we're trying to avoid. As a Toastmaster, you're encouraged to give manual speeches that have very specific guidelines. But outside of your experience as a Toastmaster, you may be called upon to give a speech, and you won't have these guidelines to fall back upon. Also, I'm sure that every Toastmaster at some point in their time during Toastmasters will experience a phenomenon known as topic burnout. So, if any of these things happen to you, you're uninspired, or you're a victim of topic burnout, there's a couple of resources, two of them that you can turn to, which will help you select a topic for your next speech. And these two sources happily also can be subclassified into 3 points. So first of all, you may want to draw on your personal experiences to select a subject. Now, personal experiences may be that of your family and your friends, maybe your profession or your career aspirations, could even be your hobbies and your interests. So think back to your dreaded icebreaker speech. It was the first speech that you were asked to give for Toastmasters, and in this speech you were able to draw on your personal experiences from any of these areas. Just think of how much more difficult it would have been if you tried to speak on a subject that wasn't personal to you. When you're talking about your background, your education, your career, perhaps your aspirations, your goals, all these things are very familiar to you, and you're able to speak right from the heart and with enthusiasm. So that's great, you may be thinking, but what does this have to do with picking a subject? Absolutely everything. Everything, because when you're personally involved with a topic, the audience will also become involved with your topic. And then you'll be on a journey together. Things like world events and philosophical discussions make very worthy subjects, but they're quite lofty, and if you don't feel a personal connection with them, your audience will sense that, and they will be left disconnected from your speech. So let's re-examine the first speech in your manual. The icebreaker speech lasts only 4 to 6 minutes. So during that time, there's probably important aspects of your life that you skipped or perhaps eliminated altogether. And these are things that now you can go back to and expand upon.